Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Black Mirror 3. Last episode, we've dealt with our captor Phil. I guess we dealt with the Murray too. We have to check that too, but we at least managed to get a hold of the material he had about us, which wasn't actually that bad. It was actually good for us. And we helped Ralph. We saw the ghost, and we do know about the White Lady's story now. At least I'm fairly certain that's the true story. And Victoria died, leaving us the sole heir of the Black Mirror Castle. Anyways, in this episode, obviously, we are starting to scout the Black Mirror Castle, but before that, I'm gonna go back to church, talk to the priest, meet the Ralph, check the other areas, and of course call to the fortune teller because I want to know what's next. Before that, obviously, let's check the diary. Phil is done. By the way, is there still that we should go to check the Miss Valley's? We have the father's grave, but the Miss Valley's home. Is that gone or am I missing it? I thought there was maybe I can get get to take a look around Miss Valley's house. She was the leader in the end. This is interesting. That we asked about Victoria, but we never looked around Miss Valley's house, and honestly, there wasn't even possibility for that. So, does it mean we've done it or not, or can we do it later? Because honestly, these are a little vague. These notes at the times when they go crossing this, like this. Test is still gone, but let's see what we have new in here. Victoria's dead. She told me so much that I can hardly know if I remembered everything. There are two ways to get rid of the murdered and the curse. My father chose the simpler of the two, suicide. It would be interesting to know if he knew that there was even another choice. He thought that he could finally put an end of murder by doing that, because he was the last male of the Gordon line. Oh, there's that, too. He didn't know anything about me. I don't want to make the same mistake. Victoria said that there was a book which would tell all, and that Let's start again. Victoria said that there was a book which would tell all, and that the menhirs would show me the way. Did she mean the book from the ritual chamber? Mordred's book? Maybe something else. And the menhirs, are those the standing stones around the castle? Well, yes, we've been checking those quite lately, and they are titled by menhirs. There's no one to ask anymore. But I'm going to pursue this thing. Well, you better if you want to survive. Lord of the Manor. Black Mirror Castle is now my castle. I find that hard to get my head around. But it certainly sounds good. I'm the Lord of the Manor. A Lord of the Manor with keys. Best thing to do would be to go around and see where they all fit. And then the doors are going to stay open. There aren't going to be any more secrets for me. Okay, let's hope so. Before that, back to the church, and let's go to, if I can talk to the priest. I can. Goody, let's go and talk.
Hello, Father.
Adrian, welcome to my church.
I'm guessing this is the story again, which we have heard. Maybe I need to refresh my memory at some point, but not today. So let's start with Miss Antolini.
Miss Antolini, Victoria's nurse, what do you know about her?
She was sent by the diocese. They have very well-trained nursing staff, competent and trustworthy.
You didn't know her personally?
I know the manageress of the diocese, Mrs. Puft. She's the wife of the brother of the mayoress, Mrs. Puft, her sister-in-law.
Yeah, but you've never met Miss Antolini.
I saw her a couple of times when I visited Lady Victoria. Made a nice impression.
That was curious. Was there any mention Miss Antolini in the diary? I have to check. But why Miss Antolini? Why not just some other person? Who is the one person who's doing these tests to me? Was Miss Antolini connected or not? I don't know. Let's go with the air thing.
I'm the last Gordon. Sounds like the last Mohican. What does that actually mean to me?
My son, you don't have to remain the last one. It's up to you whether it's the end of your lineage or a new start.
So, if I should decide to become a Catholic priest, then it would pretty much be the end.
You can still think about it. Your inheritance isn't just of a spiritual kind, it's also material. There's also the Black Mirror estate to manage. Presumably also the one in Wales. A huge responsibility, but also a huge gift.
What about your church? It was built by Marcus Gordon, so it must belong to me now too?
The gift isn't that huge. Marcus Gordon built it, but he was also a loyal son of the church, and always gave everything back that he got from it. Wormhill Church belongs to itself, and, of course, the people here.
Of course. Huge tracts of lands with great power comes great responsibility and whatever. I think we're done here for today.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
Wait a minute.
Hello, Father.
Adrian, welcome.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
Well, that's an interesting way to make a cross sign. What's your game? Anyways, was there anything? Wait a minute. Why this is crossed? This is a new thing which happened obviously now, and I couldn't have read this before the funeral, so it got written to my diary before the funeral, and then came the funeral. Before that, I couldn't read this if I understood correctly, and then I was in the road, and this is done and overcrossed. But this is a text I have never read before. Okay, so Victoria's funeral. Plenty has happened over the last 3 days. I've hardly had the chance to write anymore. Everything went really quickly following Victoria's death. Miss Antolini called a doctor who issued the death certificate and handed over the new will to a notary. She left shortly after. Okay, she's gone. Okay. Then the next day I received a visit from Mr. Dukes. I hope it's Dukes, not Pukes, who executed the will, confirmed my identity, and handed me the property deeds. I can't read. Property deeds to the castle. He's left me his business card in case I have any more questions for him. I gave Angelina's photo to Spooner, but he didn't seem very convinced. Victoria's funeral is in an hour. I haven't been to the castle yet. I'm only going to go there once I've paid my farewells to my last relative. Well, that's a little bit odd. Again, I was in Victoria's room, Victoria died, then came the funeral. So this was put in my diary at that time and became completed when I finally could get my control in. Fortunately, I noticed that it's a new text. But that's neither here nor there. Let's... What do I do with
One of those
this?
stickers that light up in the dark if you first expose them to enough light. I guess that this must be a pretty valuable item to Ralph.
Hopefully I can do something with it. So, by the way, let's go see the Ralph. And, wait a minute. Did I see something there, or was that my imagination? My imagination. So, yeah, my plan is to go see people before I continue to the
I'll leave
castle.
Ralph in peace for a bit.
Okay, okay. Cool. We haven't met Mrs. Poft. Okay, so the nurse probably is not the person behind the notes. But to be honest, she could be.
No, I really don't feel like speaking to anyone from the village at the moment.
So I cannot go at the moment. So I have to go to the castle. Okay. Who are yous?
Hi, you waiting for me?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we are. Our condolences, by the way.
Thanks. I'm Adrian.
Okay, Adrian. I'm Greg. This is Steve. So, you're the boss now, right?
It looks like it. But I still have to get used to the fact.
Okay, boss. Well, maybe the best thing is for you to start right away. In fact, Miss Angelini has forgotten to give us further instructions.
Instructions? To do with the restoration? I don't know. I haven't managed to have a good look around yet.
Sure. Then perhaps you want to get a general overview first. Well, there is a heck of a lot of building work going on.
So, why don't you just get on with your work then?
No offense, sir, to the name of the Gordons, but it would be nice to know if the good lady left anything behind. I mean, apart from the building work.
You mean money-wise?
Yep.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Well, see you later then, sir. We'll wait for you in front of the castle.
Well,
So this is my new home, Blackmere Castle. A little more spacious than my college room and the prison cell, if not that much brighter.
yeah, that's... To be honest, did she leave us any money? Because if we are going to renovate this castle, that is quite expensive. The construction guys want paying. I need to get some cash urgently, or else they're all going to drift back to Murray. So first, let's see how the family finances are looking. That is an interesting question, honestly. So that's the men here. Can
I
we?
think this is one of the stand-in stones Victoria mentioned. They should point to the entrance, but where and how?
Could you check it?
I think this is one of the stand-in...
Okay, so. To the gate. Castle garden, entrance, and facade. Lunchbox. Can I check it?
A lunchbox. I guess it belongs to Greg. There's just a large packet of toothpicks in it. Does anyone have that many gaps in the teeth?
Okay.
The castle itself is already sinister enough, but the soot on the facade makes it look like something out of a haunted house backdrop. I ought to get it removed.
Yeah, most likely. Can I take a picture of anything? No. I'll go to the castle garden. See, I think there was a menu also. Menu.
I think this is one of the standing stones Victoria mentioned. They should point to the entrance, but where and how?
Can I still take
A
the ladder?
Who knows when it was put here and why?
By the way, do I have any new stuff? We still have the M letter. No, there is business card, bunch of keys, empty plastic bottle, and pack of toothpicks. So obviously bunch of keys for the castle, which is always nice.
Think this is one of the standing.
Yes, that is the standing stone. So I know 3, 1, 4 actually. There's one on the front. Can I go to the greenhouse? Oh, there's a bird, there's a bird. And yes, they do unlock the pictures, similar pictures than the Black Mirror 2. No idea if I can never get all of them, but I'll get us. Oh, bird. I'll get as much as I can, at least those birds.
The door is practically rusted solid to the frame. It's obvious that Lewis hasn't seen the inside of the greenhouse for more than 3 weeks. This is in dire need of a good tidy-up.
Oh. Can I... No, wrong keys. These are Phil's keys. I still have them.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games.
Half of it is dried out, and the other half is rotten.
Bucket. And a hose.
There's a bucket for water.
But there's a hole in it.
Maybe I can use it for something else.
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza. Garden hose.
What have we got here? A garden hose. Hoses have always brought me luck so far.
Yeah, I can see the reasoning behind that statue.
A statue? Is that the white lady? I doubt it. She's too scantily dressed. Oh God, I see her everywhere, even though she's not there at all. Still, it's a shame she's got so dirty.
Rambling plants.
It looks like the gardener is the murderer, or like Lewis got wrapped up with a murderess.
Right. So are we going to clean that?
Statue. Is that the... Oh God.
Carpet.
It's very unusual to put carpet down in a greenhouse.
So we move it. What's under the carpet?
The gaps between the tiles haven't been cemented. The tiles here have only been placed loosely next to each other.
Did I... Oh.
The tiles here have just been placed loosely on there. There's a trap door underneath them.
Did I just find a entrance?
So where does that lead to? Far down, in any case. It looks like an old well shaft. There's a case on a sort of ledge. Who put that there?
That is...
I can't reach it.
Do I have anything I could use? Can I connect this with this? No. Can I try to use... No.
I can't reach it.
I've discovered well shaft in the greenhouse. There's an old chest at the bottom of it. Could it be Victoria's or Louis even? Maybe he stashed the money he got for his services to Angelina in it. Might also be that it's been lying down there for a good while longer. I think we need ladders. Where can I get back there? Wooden shaft. Maybe I can use that.
That must have been one hell of a rake. Now it's just a long wooden stick. The bottom part is broken off.
Okay. Plants.
A withered plant. It says Valeriana walrathi on the label here.
Valeriana seems familiar. Can I connect this with anything?
If the stick wasn't wood but a magnet, then maybe. But this won't hold.
So are we actually... Nope.
If the stick wasn't wood but a magnet, then maybe. But this won't hold.
Okay, let's check the shaft again. Either we need ladders or something to grab that cornice.
That case there didn't want anyone to get it. Who knows what could be moldering at the bottom of this well?
I agree. Who knows? Can I drop this? Nope. Can I do anything with this?
The stick is long enough, but I can't hook the case up with it. I need something like a handle.
Yeah, I was thinking that we need a handle, but that's why I tried to use the M letter.
If the stick wasn't wood but a magnet, then maybe. But this won't hold.
Okay, so we need something else. So let's continue searching. Where can I... Where's that? There it is. Okay, so we need something with the stick. Do we need the plants?
A withered plant. Nothing more than that.
At least not for now. We don't need the plants, I mean. And statue, we need to do something with that. There's nothing else in here. I'm guessing we are not using the ladders.
A ladder.
Yeah, we are not using. So we need to go back inside and start to go through stuff. Pot.
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I could do with a pot at the moment. I think I'll leave it here.
Okay, you are leaving it here.
The door is closed.
Can I open it? Well, I should be able to open it, but is there anything I need to do in there?
Got the right key here. The door's unlocked.
Okay, let's see the cellar. Ah, wealth of stuff. Barrels.
I assume that there's wine stored in these barrels. But as old as everything here is, could be vinegar by now.
Maybe not. It could be still good. Spray can.
Quick setting foam. Industrial quality. Particularly suited to damp areas.
Okay. What on earth we are going to do with that? Hose clips?
These are pipe clips, like metal cable ties. Extremely useful.
I guess they will be, because we are taking them.
The castle's almost completely burned down. No wonder it's so filthy everywhere.
Filthy. Ladder.
Step ladder, like you'd use to change a light bulb. Or to hang yourself.
Well, that escalated quite quickly, and we are not taking hand brush and shovel.
There's cleaning stuff, just no one to use it.
Hand brush and shovel. Again, I cannot speak. Do we take the we are taking the extension cable.
Great, an extension cable.
So we need it for something. Light switch. Does it work? Hopefully. No.
Huh. Why should the cellar light in Blackmare Castle work?
Indeed. Socket.
A power socket. But does it have an electricity supply?
So I'm guessing we are going to stick this to socket. Or not?
Power socket. But does it have an electricity supply?
Okay, so we're not sticking it at the moment, at least. Bucket.
The bucket is half full of a white salt. Probably for when it's icy. The bucket is half full.
So,
Bucket is half.
do we go down or do we need light?
Ugh, it's as gloomy here as in Mordred's poor soul. I'm not going any further. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't have hidden her money in the cellar.
Okay, so we are not going to sell at the moment. Maybe never. Who knows? But we will find out. So time to... Oh, so many places to check. Construction site. Okay. Figure of dog.
For some reason, I'm wary of dogs.
Right. Bucket. More bucket. Buckets. How many buckets do I need?
Tasty. Dried wallpaper paste.
Okay, we are not taking that. Foundation
A
stone.
massive block of stone with a secret compartment. But there's nothing in it. I'd already discovered it before the castle fire.
Yes, we did manage to do that.
The globe is metal. I can't see a weld seam. I wonder how they got it through the door. A massive block of... The entire hall is one big construction site.
Right. Damp-proof sheeting. Do I need it?
It's a roll of damp-proof sheeting used in construction. The craftsmen should really cover the floor with it so they don't make everything filthy. I guess that's no big deal while the place is looking like it is. I'll leave it here. If I do need some of the sheeting, I'll know where to find it.
Again, no idea if we need it ever, but hopefully I remember it.
Gordon coat of arms. Pretty uninspiring. I'd expected a fire-breathing dragon or a griffin with bloody claws.
Griffin with bloody gloves. Maybe you could change it then. Loose tiles.
Amazing. The new tiles look as old as the old ones.
I guess that's the general idea, unless you want to change the tiles for the new ones. Rubble.
The upper floor is a heap of rubble. The left wing of the castle is really collapsed now.
Library. Construction rubbles.
Why this debris was brought into the main hall of the castle and not taken outside will remain an eternal mystery to me.
So library then. Then I have to go probably to the entrance. Anything? Oh, so many things.
Books about horses, horse breeding, hunting dogs, polo, and so on. The Gordon's hobbies. I'll put in a computer here.
To be honest, it's nice that the library survived.
An old mural. Looks like The Last Supper.
Yeah, it actually does.
All of the books here have Latin titles. Doesn't mean a thing to me. Stories, adventures, and fairy tales. Dickens, Defoe, Anderson, Jules Verne. These are probably the most up-to-date books in this library.
Right, columns.
In the corner, there's a richly ornamented mighty column. The weight of the castle rests on it. In the corner, there's a richly...
Right, bookcase.
Shakespeare dramas, Shakespeare tragedies, Shakespeare comedies. This will be the shelf for my comic collection.
Do you have a comic collection? Maybe you do.
The Encyclopedia Britannica, in at least 3 editions. Will there ever be a bigger reference book? Bibles and religious texts. Some of the editions look damn valuable. Good that the fire didn't spread through here.
That is true, like I said. Chandelier.
All of the candles are burned right down. Whatever. I wasn't planning on lighting them anyway.
We do have a telephone. Hopefully it works, because I would like to call to the fortune teller.
I'd love to have a little bit of a rest.
Oh, he actually sits. I thought he was going to find something. Okay. That was interesting. Does it work again? Yeah, it does. Did it go darker than the first time? Okay, I'm gonna... And we actually clipped through. I'll make a save. I'll want to try the third time, because this seems interesting. What happens if I sleep too many times? Because it seemed like... Or maybe it was my idea. It seemed like it went darker than the first time. Let's see. No, I don't think so. What's more with the feeling? This is the last one. This is definitely the last one. No, I don't think it's getting darker. It seemed like it, but... I don't think there's anything happening. No, it gets quite dark, but nothing else. Okay. I had hoped to have some vision or something like that. Anyways, books.
Someone doesn't seem to have understood what a bookshelf is for.
I belong one of those people.
As if the chaos of books wasn't enough, all the drawers have been pulled out just in case.
Interesting. Telephone. Can we use it? Is it working?
My telephone.
So I guess it's working. Let's call to the fortune teller. If it's actually working. I think it is. I could call other places also.
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
We have the Emperor.
Yeah, on the line. But it was in all the papers, too, so...
What? No. The card, Adrian. The Emperor card. You're gaining in external power and strength. You have a strong will. And I see death.
Again.
A bear will follow you at every turn and devour you.
At every turn. What the...
Adrian, you can defeat the bear.
How can I defeat the bear?
Clear the way for the bear. Then he will let you live.
The way for the... yeah. Thanks. What a load of crap.
Well, so far her visions have come true. Calling Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones's chambers.
Hello, Dr. Jones? Adrian Gordon here.
Wow, Mr. Gordon. What's the score?
Oh, that's about that.
About the bail...
Ah, I wanted to call you about that. Sorry, it slipped my mind. A certain Charles Murray from Willow Creek has deposited the bail with the court. Do you know this man?
Only too well. But I wanted to tell you I'd already found that out myself.
Is he a friend of yours? That's good. Very good, in fact. The more supporters you have, the better. That always goes down well with the judge. People with friends and advocates. Terrific. Keep it up.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is not the way the legal system should work. Just because he has friends doesn't mean he couldn't be a killer. Anyways.
Dr. Jones, you know much about English inheritance law?
Well, yeah, about as much as a boxer knows about synchronized swimming.
So, not at all.
And that's making a favorable comparison. Are you having problems regarding the inheritance? I could ask around for you.
Don't worry. I'll ask the notary. He's bound to know. Goodbye, Dr. Jones.
Seconds away. Next round, Mr. Gordon.
I think I need a new lawyer, maybe. But where's the notary? There it is. Let's call to him. Or her. Don't know which one.
Yes?
Is this Mr. Dukes? Notary for inheritance law and whatnot?
Absolutely correct. And you are?
Gordon. Adrian Gordon.
Ah, Mr. Gordon, my condolences once again for the loss of your great-grandmother.
Thanks.
I'm assuming you still have a few questions concerning the reading of the will yesterday?
So it wasn't Mr. Dukes. It definitely wasn't Mr. Dukes.
Mr. Dukes, can you tell me again what exactly is included in my inheritance?
Well, Mr. Gordon, you're the last descendant of the Gordon lineage and inherit the Black Mirror Castle estate and the one in Wales, a few hundred acres of woodland, as well as the assets in the family bank account amounting to £100, with all privileges and responsibilities.
What responsibilities?
The proper management of the woodland, adherence to hunting regulations, maintenance of the property and the garden. Sale is explicitly prohibited. At most, you can hand it over to the church. Nothing outstanding, no debts. Not a bad inheritance at all, don't you think?
I'll be in touch, Mr. Dukes.
Of course, Mr. Gordon.
£100? And I'm not allowed to sell anything.
There's probably a minibar hidden in there, but I'm not interested in that right now.
Hopefully we can find some money.
My family tree.
Yes.
My family tree.
Okay, so I think I've done everything in here. Door frame.
That's the only part of the library that was damaged by the fire, fortunately.
So at least there's that. So we're done for now. In here. I need to go to the exit. Wait a minute. Tea room and stairs. Tea room, obviously. I want to go to the tea room. Can I actually even go to the second floor? What? Oh, we haven't been here since Black Mirror 1, I think. We never were...
There were probably pictures hanging here before. Either they were destroyed in the fire, or were taken down to be restored.
Plant.
What's a tea room without a teapot? This one's being used as a flower pot.
Is the flower still alive? I would guess not. Black stain. Interesting.
What are these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy. What are these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy. It's really quite pretty, this ostrich egg cup.
Okay. Writing desk.
Bills, 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 bank statements.
Right.
Envelopes with nothing in them. Huh, who's this one from? Città del Vaticano, Roma, Italia. It's from the Vatican. What did Victoria have to do with the Vatican?
Good question. Yep, I need to.
The clock has stopped, probably during the last century.
Well, it's still, the pendulum is still swinging. Let's check our. So
An empty envelope with the Vatican crest on it. According to the postmark, it was sent 2 weeks ago.
Interesting. But
£6,000 is paid in every 3 months. No indication of who it came from. It just says here it was paid in over the counter. The last entry is 4 months ago. And the account was virtually empty 2 weeks ago. By Valentina Antolini. Authorized by Victoria Gordon. That must have been money for the construction guys.
so the money is somewhere. Anything else?
£6,000 is paid in every 3 months. No indication of who it came from. The last entry is 4 months ago. And the Valentina Antolini. Authorized by Victoria Gordon.
Okay, so either Valentina has stolen the money from us, or the money is somewhere around here.
What horrible things. Beats me what people think is so great about statues of naked kids with wings. Maria, the mother of all statues.
That do.
Horse breeding was once a big thing here. The sculpture probably originates from that period.
Indeed it does.
The plinth is probably marble. The plinth is...
Okay. And that's it. Can I go to the upstairs? It would seem quite hazardous, but... Oh, we can, obviously, because, yeah. Door, passage, and Victoria's room. Let's... Oh, right, yeah. Now I know where we are. My brain's never connected it. It's Black Mirror 1 area. Boxes.
Boxes full of stuff. I guess no one would have missed it if it'd been burned.
And weapons.
Oh, beautiful two-handed swords with ground steel blades. Shoved up on the wall any old way, and also next to an ordinary flail, as wielded by mere bandits and riffraff. Whoever hung these weapons here had no idea what they were.
Okay. Paint bucket.
There are some paint buckets drying up here. Who knows if these walls will ever come in contact with it.
Who knows, indeed.
A stack of old pictures. Looks like they were rescued from the fire. A lot of them have caught smoke damage.
Oh no.
A stack of old pictures. Looks like they... A mattress seems to be a bit too unusual to serve as a hiding place for the Gordons. A mattress seems to...
Okay, and there's green light.
Oh look, green ghost lamps. Very homely.
So, nothing for now. Well, this is bummer. Do I want to go to the passage or... Well, let's go to Victoria's room. I still need something to pick up the pick up the suitcase. So we have machines, painting, and jewelry box. Let's start with the machine and back to the jewelry box.
This is the monitoring equipment and medication Victoria used. Shouldn't Miss Antolini have taken these away with her? Or is someone else from the diocese coming to collect them?
That is
Looks
excellent.
like I'll have to take care of it.
Yeah.
The White Lady. The great mystery. Hey, what's going on here? The blood is gone. But there's a black mark just where I touched the picture. Or was it there already? No, I'd better not handle it again.
Well, that was interesting. Jewelry box. Let's see.
This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings.
Anything
This
else?
is Victoria's jewelry. Ring. This is
Oh, sorry. I was thinking, can I... No. So passage it is, and let's see what's in there then. What did you come out?
There's only one other door in the passage, and it's locked.
You do have the keys. You could have used them. But let's use it manually.
Strange. None of the keys fit.
Oh. Really? Those are Phil's keys, so I'm guessing they are not useful. Of course I could try if I can. Nope. Do I have anything I could use to open it? Could you check it once more?
The door is locked.
Okay. Right. I can't really see anything at the moment. There's so many things to do. Let's go to the exit and see if there's something on the front part of the building. Something I could use. A lamp.
Looks like it's broken.
It was those damn long-haired hippies from the next village.
Yes. Hippies. From the next village. Come on. Before I talk to Tim, I want to see what I can see in here. There's the menu.
I think this is one of the stand-in stones Victoria mentioned. They should point to the entrance, but where and how?
Okay, so what am I missing? What can I do with these? Okay, now I...
Attach the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it.
Okay, so can we now stick the letter M in it?
Excellent. I now have a sort of grappling hook.
Okay, that's good. So we can get the suitcase, which we probably need to do because I have no idea what else to do at the moment. Hopefully it's something worthwhile. Come on. There you are. And
I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off of the ledge.
Don't drop it. Whatever you do, don't drop it. Okay, we got it. Nice. So, what's in...
A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it.
Yeah, I was hoping you to...
10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner.
Well, Is it? No. Let's see who is it.
Here on the first page
Oh.
it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about then? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3:00 p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden at Old Darren Gordon. 4:00 p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman.
So something is hidden in the horse. Key is hidden in the old Darren Gordon. Darren Gordon. Oh.
And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse.
So we need to open the horse. Okay, paying the construction guy. Construction guys wants paying. I need to get some cash urgently or else they're going to treat... Okay. I've discovered a well shaft in the greenhouse. Could be victorious. Louis even... We got it. Might also be that it's been lying down there for a good while longer. Nothing surprises me anymore. Louis' predecessor was a crook as well. It would seem that Henry only used a gardening job to spy on his employer and then get at her money. No wonder the garden looks like it does. If I ever get to the point where I employ gardener, I'm damn well going to make sure he actually is one. The drawing's useful to me right now to help me get to the cash myself. Henry writes about certain Darren Gordon, but who is that? To the castle. That... I think I should even know Darren. That sounds familiar, but I think we can go and check the family tree at least. Darren. Where's the library? There it is. So let's check the family tree. Maybe that will help us narrow it down.
Darren Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon.
How's that?
Darren Gordon.
Darren and Lillian. Anything in the columns?
In the corner, there's a...
Let's go and see them.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes.
Anything on the marble plinth?
So, Fury, where's your secret?
Holes.
7 small holes all next to each other. These could be used for ventilation if any of Mordred's colleagues are living in there. But it kinda looks like you put something into them.
It kinda does.
Am I just imagining it, or are those actually scuff marks?
They are scuff marks.
Well, if that's not a button... Nothing's happening.
Holes.
7 small... But it kind of...
I guess that we can use these.
The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. We need something else. I found the pedestal with the horse statue on it, but it won't open. I need to find something that fits into these 7 holes. Paint the something that's not thicker than a toothpick. Well, we have the toothpick, but what else do we need?
What are these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy.
Durkham. Any help in here? We do have few paintings. Or painting. Maybe there's something. Oh, yes.
Let's see. Maybe this Darren Gordon is here somewhere.
Yeah,
Looks like there's no Darren Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garma, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year. Lillian Gordon was Durgam's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662. Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durgam.
Okay. So could you... Oh, okay. Anything worth checking for?
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either. This must be the portrait of Darren Gordon. The piece of frame seems to be loose here.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe it got broken in transit. It doesn't look like the piece just broke off accidentally. It was sawed off. What's this? There are 7 small holes here, just like on the stone plinth.
Yes.
The frame is charred, but the fire doesn't seem to have touched the picture. 7 small holes. Maybe that's a kind of repair technique.
No, I'm almost certain that is connected to opening. What if I stick a toothpick?
The holes vary in depth.
Aha. Okay.
The toothpicks fit into the holes at different depths. Now I only have to find a way of getting them out as they are.
Foam?
A great idea in theory, but not so good in practice. The foam would glue the whole frame, and I wouldn't be able to get the toothpicks out.
Can I use this? 7 holes?
A great idea. I'll break the toothpicks off at all the same length, and then put them in the holes in the piece of frame. That way I'll have a copy of the key.
Oh. Okay. I got a bit lucky with there. There's the hole. So now we should be able to open the hole. See? Never look.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes. This is the horse.
Yes. Never look gift horse in the mouth. So I do hope there's some money in it.
There you go. It fits.
And
I
push.
heard a clicking sound. That's it.
Lovely. Letter and cash.
There must be thousands of pounds in here. No one had better know about this. The inspector would have a field day. I'll just take a few bills with me as payment for the useful Mr. Gregg.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Don't take everything out of it. And letter.
Wow, a really ancient letter. From Mordred's time. With a coat of arms and a seal. Looks like it was from a king. The letter is from a scribe of Pope Innocent III. It contains instructions for further procedure in terms of the incident with Mordred. Letter from the Holy Father Pope Innocent III To the faithful follower, Lord Marcus Gordon, Duke of Blackmere. Esteemed Lord Marcus Gordon, I am writing in great anguish concerning the developments in the case of Mordred. My instructions regarding further modus operandi are to be carried out immediately as follows. Firstly, I demand the utmost secrecy and the sealing of all entrances to the ritual room. Furthermore, an academy will be established to conduct more thorough research into the possibilities for the 5 small portals. Concerning the large portal, all records and documentation are to be sent to the Vatican immediately, as the very foundations of Christendom would be shaken should its existence become generally known. Any talk, thoughts, or writings regarding the Shade Portal shall be deemed an act of heresy and shall be punished in accordance with the rules of the Fourth Lateran Council. Therefore, until the papal revocation to decree otherwise, the Gordons are henceforth responsible for ensuring that no one comes too close to the Shade Portal. With great faith in you and unending trust in God, I send you my apostolic blessing from the Vatican, 29 Septembris 1213, on the feast day of the Holy Archangel Michael, Innocent III, formed from the earth, conceived in sin, born to be punished. Should man commit an evil act that is forbidden, a shameful act that ill behooves him, a vain act that is of no use, he shall in the end become fuel for the fire, food for the worms, and a heap of putrefaction. De miseria conditionis humanae, on the misery of the human condition.
Well, that is quite interesting letter.
Someone has written something on the back, but the writing doesn't look as old as on the front. The menhir in the hall must be hidden. The menhirs that stand around the castle seem to be directly connected with the demon gates. I wonder if that's what Victoria was trying to tell me before she died. I should note down the location of the menhirs on my map. I'll close the safe again, just in case.
Yeah, you better do that. Have I marked everything on the map? So there should be a menhir somewhere over here. But did I understood correctly that I need to go outside and start clicking the menhirs? Nope. To get them marked. I'll check it, but first we need to talk to the workers.
That's Greg. He watches Steve while he works.
Somebody has to be a supervisor.
Steve, the more industrious of the 2 workers. I'd really like to know why he's drilling holes in my castle.
Well, why are you not talking to them? Can I give money to them? Okay, that works.
I think that'll be enough to start with.
Yep, that looks good.
Are you
Good.
gonna continue working now?
That depends. Have you got anything for me?
Work, renovate facade, renovate kitchen, renovate hall. Let's ask about books. So, is this something...
Why are the books all spread around the floor of the library?
You'll have to ask Miss Antolini about that. She'd often pick up a book. Didn't have much to do by the looks of things. Was reading all the time.
Interesting.
Where's this Miss Antolini got to, anyway? She wasn't even at the funeral.
What do I know? Probably back in the convent. Ask the priest. They're both back for the same team.
And you were asked to renovate the castle by her?
Correct. Headhunted us. We were working for old Murray before, for a pittance. We get twice as much here.
Okay.
The medical equipment in Victoria's room, is it gonna be picked up at some point?
I suppose so. I bet they aren't cheap. I'm sure the diocese will come for them.
What about the cellar?
There's no light in the cellar.
Oh no, it's going to stay like that for the time being. The water used to put out the fire flooded the whole cellar, and there are electrical wires all over. Much too dangerous.
Well, that seems reasonable. Locked room.
That one room on the upper corridor is locked.
Miss Antolini's room? Yep, she always locked it. She was scared we'd pay her a visit in the night.
How come I, as Lord of the Manor, don't have a key for it?
She probably took it with her.
Can you open the door for me?
Why? The room has already been completely renovated. I'm sure Miss Antolini will turn up in the next couple of days, or send the key back.
And if she doesn't?
I could always break it down for you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's interesting. What she's hiding? Renovate hall, kitchen, facade work. I would say hall because I think we need to find the menhir.
The banister in the hall could be replaced.
The carpenter's doing that already, but it's going to take a few weeks until it's finished.
Oh. So I'm just going through these and he has excuse for everything, I think.
The kitchen looks like crap. When's it gonna be tidied up?
As soon as we get more jacks. At the moment, the roof would fall on your head if you did anything in there.
The facade could do with having the soot removed from it. I'm sure you've got a brush somewhere.
Yes, it's just... Miss Antolini said the facade wasn't that important.
Do I look like Miss Antolini?
All right, Adrian. I'll get to work.
And from now on, it's Sir Adrian.
Actually, I'm not certain about that. But anyways.
Huh? The telephone. Who could that be?
Okay.
Hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Winterbottom. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Everything's okay so far, thanks.
You're already 5 minutes late for our hypnotherapy session. I have some other appointments and really don't want to have to move them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be there as soon as I can.
All right. See you soon, Adrian.
Okay.
There were stars right in the middle of the hole in the ground.
What kind of hole? The hole Angelina fell into?
Yeah, and when I looked around, at first I couldn't see anything, only blackness. And then I saw something in the darkness. Small, flickering points of light, until I realized that they were stars and they were shining there beneath the ground.
Well, that's a beautiful image.
They were laid out like a constellation.
Which constellation?
I don't know. Apart from Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think I do. Draw the stars for me again, Adrian. Maybe I can match them to the right constellation. Constellations generally represent mythological figures. Maybe that has some significance here. It looks a little like the Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. but this is made up of 7 stars, not 6. The northern crown is also open at the top, seen from the northern hemisphere. So, it depends on where you're looking at it from. The corona australis, the southern crown, is open at the bottom, which could also fit here, judging from the shape. But it has more stars, namely 11, if you count the binary stars as 1. Are you sure that there's nothing missing from your drawing?
Yeah, quite sure. 6 stars. It looked exactly like that.
And I can't help you any further. I don't know of any constellation which looks like that.
Well, never mind. It may not mean anything at all.
Perhaps. But if it's important to you, then it will be revealed sooner or later, Adrian. You can be sure of that. And how are you otherwise? I mean, as the brand new lord of the manor.
Weird, I guess. Everything seems so surreal. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Boston as Darren, and now I'm here calling myself the last Gordon, and sitting all alone in a half-burned down castle full of ghosts. It's lucky the construction guys are there, otherwise I'd soon be getting the feeling that I was a ghost myself.
I'm still here too, Adrian. You aren't all alone. Did you have the chance to say goodbye to your great-grandmother?
Yes. That was good. She gave me a few things to take with me as I follow my destiny.
May I ask what her last words to you were?
She told me how I can find peace in my soul. I shouldn't go down the same route as my father, but go to the bitter end and start at the Menhirs.
At the Menhirs?
That's what she kept repeating. At the Menhirs, at the Menhirs. They seem incredibly important.
Then you should take note of her advice.
I'd better take the drawing with me. Perhaps I'll have some use for it.
I have a sneaky suspicion that the drawing is connected to Menhirs, maybe? Maybe. And our feet is on top of the sofa. Anyways, I'll take a quick break and get something to drink. Be right back. Okay, let's see. No, don't leave. I want to talk to her. I had the same dream again. As I did in yesterday hypnosis session. Only this time as I saw a star constellation in the hole in the ground. Duck window thinks that it might represent a crown. I've got absolutely no idea about constellations and stars. So we have paid the construction workers. Well, first things first, let's talk to her.
Doctor?
What's troubling you, Adrian?
It's been a while since I've had visions. Probably 3 days. What does that mean?
I'd say it means that the medication is working well. It could also be that the emotional events of the last few days have suppressed the images of the past for the time being. Either way, we're making progress.
Interesting assessment. Marcus and Mordred.
You must have heard of the famous Gordon brothers, Marcus and Mordred.
Marcus and Mordred? No, not that I would know.
I mean the ones who built the castle, Blackmere Castle, 800 years ago.
Oh, right, them. No. What do they say about them? Have you seen them, Adrian? What did they tell you?
You really do think I'm crazy, right?
No. I meant in your dreams. In your dreams.
Of course you did. Heinz Hermann.
You said you knew Dr. Herman?
Yes, he was a very extraordinary man. We met each other when we were students. It was a great time. But I quickly realized that pathology wasn't really for me. Unlike Heinz, I was always much more interested in the living.
You studied pathology?
Amongst other things, yes. Are you surprised?
Not really, no.
Can we trust her? I don't know.
Apparently, my family had contact with the Vatican.
That's not so surprising for such an old noble family, is it?
I don't know.
There are portals that I have to find. They're entrances to a mysterious place, which is maybe the cause of all the evil.
What makes you think that? Who told you about that?
Victoria, just before she died.
Maybe she was delirious. Maybe she didn't know what she was talking about. Adrian, I think it's problematic to believe in a place that's supposed to be responsible for something. You're just shifting it away from yourself.
It's not a question of belief. This place is real.
Perhaps we should increase your dose from 60 to 90 milligrams. I really thought we'd made more progress.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Right, anything...
I wonder if the record of our discussions will end up in there.
So what was the thing that updated? Dream the same thing every night. Many more secrets. And here. Mary's got paparazzi shots of me doing you name it. The only one missing is of my pants around my ankles taking dump in the woods, and that's only because I haven't got around to doing that yet. It really is unbelievable. It really is unbelievable just how this guy sticks to his strategy. I'm going to burn the whole lot as soon as no one's looking, or maybe hide it away and use it against Murray at some point. Alright, I don't know if we have those still left. I'll brew my... What was the thing that updated? That's problematic because I have no idea what changed. No. Because I'll be big, great to do this, certainly enough that it needs doing, but I need to give him a concrete task. Still carrying on, okay. Again, I have no idea what was the thing that updated. So, yeah, okay. Let's see.
Oh, Mr. Michaels, it's good you're here. I wanted to come and see you.
Why?
See me? Why? Has someone else been murdered?
That's not entirely clear yet, but there has been a death at your castle on your estate.
What? You're kidding, Zach.
That's something I would never do, Mr. Michaels. Please, accompany me to the castle. The inspector would like to talk to you.
I'm coming.
To be honest, I had hoped to go around the village, but what? What?
Here, come and look, see? That's the place. That's where Gregory was killed. But they have already taken him away.
Right by a stone skull.
There's nothing more to do here.
I take it the inspector wants to talk to me, Zach? And he's gone ahead and is waiting for me in the castle, right?
It would appear so.
Right.
Ugh. It's blood. Greg's blood. I just can't believe he's dead. Killed by a skull. Unbelievable. And what's this here? Black mildew? Strange. I always thought mildew grew in dark and airless places. Funny to find it growing here in this well-ventilated spot. The castle really seems to be slowly decaying. It's high time it was renovated.
So that's the second time
An even better idea would be to fumigate it thoroughly.
second time we found a black mildew.
Is this the stuff Greg wanted to use to clean the facade?
Okay, can I go and talk?
It's an industrial cleaner. I've only seen as many warning notices as this on bottles of acid. I'll take it. And the brush as well. There sure is enough cleaning to do around here.
I'll go and
I
check.
should talk to Steve first before I borrow his stuff.
Okay, let's talk to Steve if I can. Oh, we go through there. Okay, fine.
Steve,
Yeah?
can you tell me exactly how the accident happened?
The stone skull from up there hit Greg.
Yes, I thought so. But how could that happen?
I don't know. Greg was on his own out here. He was gonna clean the facade, like you said. Perhaps he took a break for a little pee, and when he was walking under the skull, bang!
I guess the ancient stone had been weakened by the fire. It just broke off. Maybe the vibrations of the drill shook the wall, and then the loose chunk simply fell down.
You can tell yourself that if you like, but if you ask me, nothing happens here just like that. This castle is jinxed, and everyone knows it. The walls are alive. When we bricked up holes, they were there again the next day. And it was just like that with the skull. It was just waiting for someone to stand under it before it fell down. That's how I see it. Please don't be offended, sir. But I don't want to be next.
What does that mean, Steve? Are you quitting?
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, but I should have listened to my wife. She didn't want me to work here from the very beginning. Better to work for Murray without paid breaks than in the Black Mirror Castle without a head. That's what she said, and I should have listened to her.
Steve, please, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And if I may give you some advice, find someone to buy the castle off you. Some rich acquaintances of yours from America. And until then, don't stand still under a stone skull.
Again, this is pitch black for me, so I can't really see it. Hammers.
I don't know what this thing is called, but Steve has used it to drill deep holes in stone. It's big, heavy, and makes a terrible noise. Tim Taylor would say, a real man's toy. It has a gas motor, but the gauge says the tank's empty.
So
I
need...
should get some gas first before I lug that thing around with me. There's a whole load of gas cans here, all empty. That's a shame. But I'll take one with me. I may be able to fill it up somewhere.
I'm almost certain that we can use that on the car next to the morgue because, yeah, there's the gas tank. So, Zach.
I'll just leave him in peace for now.
Okay, so let's go in and talk to Spooner.
Inspector, I'm sure there are a few questions you want to ask me.
But you know, I can actually predict what your answers are going to be. I know you, and I'm sure you'll have a watertight alibi.
Yeah, I was with Dr. Winterbottom anyway. Exactly as set out in my bail conditions. Ask your constable.
Bravo! A cast iron alibi. You see, I didn't even have to waste my breath talking to you. I'll just have a look around here in this big castle full of old works of art that must be worth a fortune. I'll find out what I need to know from wandering around this huge estate, Mr. Legacy Hunter.
That's enough! I'll have no more of your insults. I don't know what you're busy figuring out in that miserable little skull of yours, and I don't want to know. I'm not any old castle creeper fumbling around aimlessly and who takes the blame for everything bad that happens. I am a landowner and the master of Black Mirror Castle, a powerful lord. And what are you? A small-time disgraced cop. So get out of here, now.
Okay, Adrian.
Right.
Sir Adrian Gordon to you from now on. And don't come nosing around here again until you've got a search warrant. Wow, that was long overdue.
Well, that's a way to handle things.
I won't take this anymore from anyone.
I'm not just anyone, I'm a Gordon. And not just any of them, I am the only one.
Okay.
The last of the weakling Marcus line will be the first of the mighty Mordred line.
Yeah.
From now on, I'm alone in the castle. Nobody else here. At last, I can have some peace. Nobody wants anything from me. No alibi, no money. Nothing at all. I mean, apart from my ancestor, who just wants to take ownership of my body. I better not waste any more time in finding out what Victoria meant when she said all that stuff about the Meniers.
You think?
What did I just say? Nobody wants anything from me. What's that? Oh, I guess someone rang at the front door.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's check the diary first. Constellation stars. I don't know when I last felt this good. I don't believe I ever have, at least not during my introspective existence as Darren Michaels. That chapter's gone forever, Darren's history. I'm officially Adrian Gordon now, my passport being redone, and now I finally feel like Gordon too. It's like I finally arrived. This castle really is my home. Damn, what am I writing here? My great-grandmother has been buried today and Greg's just died, and all I can think of is my castle. Could those be Mordred's feelings in me? But it just feels so good. Victoria definitely want Augustus. So how many menhirs am I'm supposed to find? I think Victoria mentioned 6, but I'm not so sure anymore. He said 6. But let's go see who was ringing the doorbell. And if I finally can, I would like to go and visit the village.
I think the mailman's been here. I'll have a look.
Is that
a letter and the newspaper? What have we here? More mail.
I just realized one thing.
A letter from Murray? What does that creep want again? We will charge £100 a day for as long as the hotel key has not been returned. A bill for over £500 for 5 days? What, was I staying at the Willow Creek Hilton?
I just realized the grandfather clock is ticking on the background. I don't think that is something that is supposed to happen. I'll make a save and load and see if it goes away. Let's see if we can get that away. Yeah, that helped. I didn't realize that earlier. Sorry about that. Yesterday's paper.
What the? Ugh. The picture of me. That's the one I did for Murray. Ugh, that... Ugh, he can never get enough, can he? I don't want to know what kind of dough he screwed out of the newspaper for that. Well, what does it say here? Blackmere Castle has a new Lord of the Manor. It has transpired that the young American Darren M., against whom the accusation of arson has yet to be proved, is the last descendant of the Gordon family. Great. Now everyone will think I've torched my inheritance. And what's even worse, that I'm rich. I'll throw the paper away.
Okay.
A letter addressed to me? Strange. I've only just moved in.
And your new name also.
The Guardian's third virtue is mercifulness. Just as water grows drop by drop and becomes a mighty ocean, so should every call for help be heard and find a sea of answers.
Right.
Yet another one of those cryptic messages? No thanks. The last one drove me right into the clutches of a head case.
Don't worry.
6,000 pounds is paid in every 3 months. The last entry is Valentine.
Oh, right. These are already checked. What else do we have? So I think I've checked everything. Okay. And I need the gasoline also. Okay, before I go to the village, I'll go through these earlier areas. And probably after I've checked everything and go back to the castle, I'll probably end the episode there.
I'll leave Ralph in peace for a bit.
That sounds okay. Hopefully Ralph is okay. I'm a little worried about that sound. Because I definitely would want to ask people
Hello,
around.
Father.
Adrian, welcome to my church.
This should be interesting.
Father Frederick, I found a letter here, a very old letter. Please have a good look at it.
But it's from the Vatican. From Pope Innocent III himself. Do you know how valuable this is?
You mean if I auctioned it, I'd get a few bucks for it?
Yes, a few suitcases full. But I didn't mean the material worth. Pope Innocent is regarded as the most important pope of the Middle Ages. He called out the Fourth and Fifth Crusades and formulated the foundations of the pontificate, which is still used today. If this is an original letter from Pope Innocent, then it's a very extraordinary document. A dictum of trust from the church to your family ancestors. You can be really proud of your family.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard that.
Until now, I always thought it was a rumor. But you've got it here in black and white. Your family has been personally chosen by the Pope to fulfill an important duty.
Sounds more like they were damned by it to me. It's quite obvious that this duty outgrew them pretty quickly.
We're all tested by God, and it's a challenge for every one of us. But only steadfast faith can lead us through the darkness to the light in the end.
Okay, thanks for the info.
Thanks for the help.
May the Lord be with you.
To be honest, that really didn't help us that much.
The confession box is empty.
Okay, so let's see if I can... Oh, by the way, I could see the crypt. Do we have anything Can I open the door? That would be hilarious.
Hello? No one there.
Well, to be honest, there shouldn't be no one there.
I'll leave him in peace for now.
Okay, okay. We can go to the graveyard from here.
Aha. William Gordon, my great-grandfather. One of those...
Yeah, we do know that, yeah. I was thinking that maybe we can see the new grave, Victoria's grave or something like that, but I'm almost certain that there could be a bird somewhere around here. I'm not certain if the sounds are accurate in that regard, that if you hear the sound, there's definitely a bird somewhere there. Samuel's grave. And Rush's grave, but that's...
This is Sally's grave.
Yeah, Sally's grave. It shouldn't be fresh anymore. I'm wondering, is the museum open? Oh, right. Again, this is not the place where you change sceneries. Okay. Let's go here first. So one thing I'm curious, that is he still down there?
I don't want to see the torture video again. Or
Okay.
a pile of junk. If ever I need anything like... I'll pay Phil a social visit. He's been locked up down there for 3 days now.
Oh, interesting. He's still there. We never told the police.
Whoa, jeez!
Yeah, probably should have been here earlier.
Phil is dead. I can't tell how he died. Maybe it's my fault. Anyway, I locked him up and maybe he died from extreme hunger and thirst. But wait a second. I locked the cellar door when I left, and it was open when I came back.
Oh,
someone must have been here in the meantime.
That is true.
Phil locked me in this compartment. No, there's a
Writing desk. Is there maybe something over there? Nothing. But yeah, Phil's dead. Right. Whoops. I still have the keys for the waste container. Let's see if I... Oh, okay. Can I actually open it, or am I just looking at it? But we are gonna take gasoline from Phil's car, I'm sure of it.
It'll stay locked for now.
Okay, let's hope the guns are still there. But where's the empty petrol can? Yeah, that works.
I can use the hose to suck the gas out of the tank. I have a can, too. Let's do it.
Alright, the hose.
The can is half full. That should be enough.
Nice. Okay. So we have that, but we don't have the hose anymore, so I think that's...
Phil's dead. The tank's empty. That seals the car's fate, then.
Oh.
Phil's dead. The tank's empty. That seals the car's fate, then.
Okay, yeah. Nothing tremendously important. I'm guessing we are not going on the left side. I mean here.
aimlessly wander through the woods?
Nope.
No thanks. The last time I did that.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything I can find in the lighthouse. Or the ruins. I'm guessing not, at least not at the moment. Yeah, something that has been there already. I'll go on this side.
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
The constable's convertible. Equipped with regulation light and repair kit. She doesn't seem to be in.
Oh, right, yeah. Museum entrance, is it open already? I think it almost should be.
There's a whole lot of nothing going on here. How does Murray make money with all this garbage? Oh, a donations box. For the bereaved, it says. Yeah, sure. And a camera, so Murray can see whether people donate from the comfort of his own home.
One thing is for certain, this is quite dark.
The chains and meat hooks are just for decoration, because they're so pretty. A big wooden chest with a padlock and a slot in the lid. There's a label on the front. Please donate for the bereaved of the brutally murdered dead.
I highly doubt that any of the murdered will, or the family will see any money off that donation box.
There is no way I'm gonna donate, even if Murray's watching with his camera.
Yeah.
He'll understand.
I guess he will. A little bit changed from
It's
this.
got Diary of a Murderer written on it, in bloody writing. Yeah, right. There was a mysterious black ball in this cabinet, until Angelina stole it in order to open a portal to Mordred.
Yeah, there definitely was. Saw blades. What?
Dr. Heinz Herman's bone-sawing utensils. Murray's murder marketing certainly takes on a variety of forms.
It certainly does. Flyer.
Various pamphlets on the history of Willow Creek. The river diversion, the old academy, skeletal finds, excavations, the dangers of swamps, and so on. Nothing really interesting there. All of the pamphlets were put together by this Edward guy. He seems to be really interested in history and archaeology. Various pamphlets. The river, nothing really. All of the pamphlets were.
Okay, Edward, Sulky.
If they'd been available in a series back then, Samuel wouldn't have had to have bothered with all the murders.
Waxheads. Of what?
I don't really know what to find more shocking. That Murray's made replicas of Dr. Herman's severed head, or that someone has bought one of them. Who the hell buys this crap?
That is actually interesting. What is missing? Security guard. Let's talk to him first.
Hi. Huh? The sign? Please don't talk to the staff. Oh, right. Strange guy. Probably not even a real cop.
I'm almost certain that he's not a real cop, but
I shouldn't talk to him.
Apparently we are not allowed to talk to him even. Badge.
What does it say there? I love blood and kill me. And what's that? Take my soul. Are those plastic casts of Murray's ass, which he's selling as death masks?
Well, that would be interesting.
Those are the old things from the Museum of Local History. They used to be in here.
Right, yes they are. Burnt oh. Nice. Very nice touch.
Of Miss Valley's burnt corpse. Oh, this really goes beyond the bounds of good taste. couldn't someone sue Murray for such tastelessness?
Yeah.
The lighthouse in miniature, hand-blown by Murray's Arts and Crafts group.
So what else? Empty display case.
The Gordon Chronicle was in here. The note says that it's been removed from the museum by request of the Gordon family.
Well, it was only borrowed,
The system for the sound effects.
I think.
Well, compliments to Murray for coming up with the idea in the first place. Hey, that's me. Wanted, dangerous arsonist. The American tourist Darren Michaels is strongly suspected of committing arson. Witnesses who can supply information on the course of events on the evening of the fire are still needed. Every clue counts. All that's missing now is a bounty on my head.
Okay. I'll probably check this museum and end this episode after that. Then next episode we will continue going through the village, meeting Murray, and then going back to the castle. What do we have here? Right.
That's the fence that William Gordon fell on from the window. And Samuel, too, a few weeks later.
I hope that's replica and not a real fence. What does that button do? Oh, it's moving the kid. Okay. Nothing else. Right. No back room. Okay. So
Dr. Herman's death scene, director's cut, the endless version. If Herman hadn't been killed by Samuel, he probably would have been Murray's #1 goremeister by now.
Lighthouse?
Pictures are of the murder scenes. This is the lighthouse where Miss Valley was killed. That's the back of Blackmere Castle, the place where the gardener died 12 years ago. The picture's been used a lot by the newspapers and for postcards. My father, Samuel Gordon, portrayed as a bloodthirsty murderer. I never met him, but somehow I can understand him now.
Right, and Stone Circle.
The Stone Circle. That's where Vic, Miss Valley's little brother, was murdered. You can get that in poster format in the hotel.
And
That'll
what?
be a torture mask with spikes on the inside. I wonder where Murray got that from.
That and why?
The sensational part of the museum used to be behind this wall. No idea why Murray walled it up. Perhaps to save on heating costs?
Could be. Or, who knows?
An old bureau. Why's that here? Was someone murdered on it? Or with it?
I would like to have that green lamp for myself. But I'm guessing, yeah, cost effective to have a smaller museum and remove everything, this old chunk. Well, not chunk, but we had the mowing machine and what else in the, and a chest over here on the part 2. So he just removed them and has made this more tighter and more Gordon-y. Anyways, I think that is for this episode. So again, long episode. At least we did something also. Anyways, next time we will continue going through the rest of the village and then moving on. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.